Sheriffs throughout the country are starting to get desperate when it comes to the issue of marijuana legalization. Look, a big part of their jobs is locking people up for possession or marijuana trafficking, so they want to keep it illegal. As a result, about 10 sheriffs from 3 different states in the U.S. have filed lawsuits against the state of Colorado for legalizing marijuana for recreational use. According to the Associated Press, the sheriffs from Colorado, Kansas, and Nebraska say that Colorado's 2012 marijuana legalization vote violates federal law and should not be permitted. In fact, one sheriff is quoted as saying, "A state may not establish its own policy that is directly counter to federal policy against trafficking in controlled substance." They're getting desperate. Okay, now keep in mind that in every state that has legalized it for recreational use, they've done it through ballot initiatives. The people of the state have spoken. They want to legalize it for not only medicinal use, but recreational use. But these sheriffs don't care. Whenever you hear about conservatives who are in favor of states' rights, they only want states' rights when it's convenient for them. But when it comes to issues like this, oh, well, you know, there's a profit motive there. There are people that are making money through prohibition, so who cares what people want?
Yeah. The thing that bothers me the most is I understand that there are going to be some sheriffs that, look, the law changes. The sheriff is still the same guy he was, and he might be super old school. He might have grown up in a time when weed was thought of as like the worst drug you could possibly take. But it's not like we're like thinking, well, what would happen if we were to legalize marijuana? We know now. We know that crime rates in Colorado are down. The revenue is up. Marijuana use is down. If that doesn't change your view, then your view is meaningless. It's not based on anything in reality. Like, that should lead you to want to do it in your own state for the revenue, if for nothing else. And it looks like it could actually help out the young people in your state.
But John, that's the whole definition of a conservative, that you do not want change. You want to keep things exactly as they are. That is why you're a conservative. So facts are not relevant. It's about your feelings. It's about your sense of identity. And so this is what I'm used to. Reefer madness, pot is dangerous. It's always been dangerous, and I don't want to change it. And facts are not pertinent to this issue. Now, on legal grounds, it is an interesting case. It is. I mean, they'll have to sort this out. And that's been the conundrum this whole time. Can we have state law and federal law that contradict one another? I think they're going to fight a losing battle here eventually. I think almost all the states at some point will go towards legalizing because they have seen that revenue's up. And I think you're both right. I think that's part of the reason that they're against it is because of they've always been against it. And part of the reason is, yeah, revenue might be up for the state, but it's not up for the cops who love to do the seizures. And now you can't seize somebody's car. They're, you know, in Colorado, not likely to seize their yacht, but but that's happened in other jurisdictions, right? So their revenue is down, and they don't like it.
No, but Anna made a really good point about that. They only like it when it's convenient for them. So there's a lot of state laws that, you know, don't follow federal laws, like same-sex in Alabama, prostitution in Nevada, gun laws in Texas, but it's okay when it's good for them.
Yeah. That's a good point. And also, like, I agree with you that I think that a lot of them, at least the leadership in the police departments, is going to care a lot about that revenue stuff. I mean, the people down on the street, they're going to feel pressure. I don't think they personally really care about the revenue aside from the pressure put on them. But we also saw about a year into the legalization, the recreational legalization in Colorado, there were interviews with a number of cops being asked, like, how has this changed your job? And they just say, yeah, you know what? I didn't like giving out those citations for, like, teens using pot anyway. In a lot of places, they don't often. Maybe if they're black. But if they're white, they don't give them the citation anyway. So it doesn't actually change their day-to-day job all that much, except for possibly changing how much money they're bringing in.